Hi, hey, it's been so long I don't even remember how I'm supposed to start my videos. Hey guys, it's Shanna and this is Adventure to Wonderland, my journey to be 191. It has been a while, but I am here with a weight loss update. I know sometimes we think, and usually it's the truth, when someone is missing, it's that they're not actually doing anything. But truth be told, I actually have some awesome numbers to share with you guys today because I have been on my weight loss journey. First, I wanted to start by just being honest about just like YouTube and like my desire to do this. I like to document my journey. I want to document more of Elias's life and him growing up, but I just never really feel like filming videos. And even this one has literally taken me hours to get to the point where I'm ready to sit down and actually film the video. And it's just so many things, like the app wasn't working, so I had to figure out, like I had to take it off my computer and re-put it back on because I use an app to keep track of like all my measurements and everything. And then I have to adjust the camera and I don't know, I just don't know if it's worth it. I don't know. I want to film videos, but it's also very annoying. So I don't want to complain too much, but just know that that is probably why a lot of times I'm not filming videos, because it's a lot of work. You gotta get dressed, you gotta look nice, and then you have to know what you're gonna talk about. So that's happening. But what I want you to do, if you're at all interested, is to follow me on Instagram. I'll have it down in the description box, but I believe it's just Shanna Mo. And I would recommend following there because my plan is actually to do my weekly weigh-ins on there. And in general, I'll probably talk on there more than I do on here. So what I was thinking, and this is like by no means a promise, but would be weekly weigh-ins on Instagram, and then just maybe every couple of months or so, I would put a video on YouTube where I summarize how those months have gone, which is kind of how I'm going to be doing today because the last video I filmed was in August and it is now the middle of November, so it's been 4 months. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just play the full body views for you guys. I believe there's 3. There's August 12th, September 23rd, and October 21st. And I'm going to play those now so you can see the comparison.
We chase the leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on.
Let's go ahead and start talking about how I have done. So in August, I was down 5 pounds from my start weight, and I was down 3/4 of an inch off of the inches that I do on my body. And so it's basically inch-wise pretty much back to where I started. And looking back on my calendar, unless I didn't mark anything, which I don't think is the case, I was not really doing anything. I wasn't really eating any specific way, and I wasn't working out at all. And somehow, by the miracle of God and breastfeeding, I lost 8 pounds. So I basically continued to do nothing until September 19th. I started doing Turbo Fire, which is awesome. And it was just randomly. It was a Wednesday, so it was Tuesday night. God just placed it on my heart because I've been praying, like, please just give me motivation to like get going on this again. And randomly, I was going to bed and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to set my alarm for 5:30 the next morning. I'm going to get up and I'm going to start doing this thing every day. So I started setting my alarm clock for 5:30 in the morning. That way I could get my workout in before Elias woke up for the morning. And that was when I finally started getting back on track. So even though I had lost weight before that, I really wasn't doing anything. So on September 19th, I started my workouts, and then on September 23rd, I did my next full body view. In that one, it's kind of my pre-turbo fire measurements and weigh-in, because I was doing turbo for 4 days, but I just basically, like, I was working out, but then I was like, Monday will be my start day, even though I continued to work out for the rest of that week. But then I started with the Turbo Fire calendar at the beginning of that Monday, rather than next Monday. So this has been the calendar that I've done, and all those stars are every time I worked out. So I ended up doing Turbo Fire for 7 full weeks plus an additional 4 days, to the point that I'm making this video. So I've been sticking with it and it's been awesome. So from September to October 21st, which is my last full body view, I was doing turbo every day, and I was doing my calories on MyFitnessPal, which at this point I'm like at a 60-day streak of logging my calories in every day. Even if I've had days that were kind of off, I always just put in the calories. I always just kept track of what I was eating. And then, so October 21st was actually my 4-week Turbo Fire results. So in my first 4 weeks of doing turbo, I lost 13.4 pounds. So this has been awesome. And then I just have been going with that. And at this point, today is November. Well, it's not actually, but for the sake of this video, we are going up through November 12th, and I am down 36 pounds. And then inches wise, I am down 17.25 inches, and I am 16.87% of the way to my goal of 191. It's very exciting. So as you can see, I have been busy working and doing the thing, and it's been great. So workouts have been on point. Eating, I've been doing really good, and just doing MyFitnessPal, that was eye-opening for me, because I don't like counting calories. I don't think anyone likes to count calories. But when I started putting them in, I realized that when I went to eat, I was eating 2 to 3 times what a normal serving was. So that was really good for me to get back to seeing what a serving actually looked like. And I also think that breastfeeding has really helped with my weight loss. And when I first had Elias, I was ravenous. I was so hungry all the time. But I finally have gotten to a point where I'm not quite as hungry, so I'm able to actually like regulate my eating a little better. I believe it was in the last video I was even telling you guys, I'm constantly hungry. And I think part of that was the breastfeeding, but I think part of it was like I had started to train myself that was like, I don't know. Because once I started like eating in servings, I don't feel like I'm like that anymore. My water goal has always been to drink a gallon a day, and with that one, day to day, week to week, it's an up and down. Sometimes I do great and sometimes I don't. For my vitamins, I've just been doing a prenatal and my vitamin D3, which I actually recommend because I do feel, especially in the winter, I feel like I notice if I'm not taking D3 that I can get a little bit melancholy. So if you deal with that, it might help you. Not a doctor, just my opinion. I think we made it through that. I think that's everything. I'm down 36 pounds. I completed almost 8 weeks of Turbo Fire. And I've been tracking my calories on MyFitnessPal. So, again, follow me on Instagram for Monday weekly weigh-ins. and I will do these videos, I would say every month, but let's be honest, probably every couple of months, maybe even seasonally. I don't really know. You know, if there's more, there's more, but I just feel like, to be completely honest and not get your hopes up or anything, it might be rare. So, because I kind of go through phases too. So yeah, I just love looking at this calendar and seeing all of those stars, all those workouts that I did. It makes me very happy. And to just wrap this up, because I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need to say, but from August 12th to November 12th, is today November 12th? Is it really exactly? That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, so in November, it did kind of, so I had my first plateau. So my first weigh-in of November 5th, was I only lost 0.2 of a pound. And I kept kind of preparing myself for that in advance, that like, if, you know, eventually it's going to happen. I'm going to hit a plateau and I'm just not going to lose a bigger number, and to just kind of be prepared for that. Well, I hit it, like it hit me hard still. And, but then the next week I did lose 1.8. So, so far in November, we're halfway through. I've only lost 2 pounds, but hey, I'm gonna take it. And, where was I going with this? So this has been 3 months. So in the last 3 months, I've lost 31 pounds and 36 pounds total. I feel like now I'm just repeating myself, but it's exciting. So it's great to share with you guys that I have actually been doing the weight loss journey thing. And I really appreciate Elias continuing to breastfeed so that he can continue to help me lose the weight. But I think that's really all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you were glad to see me back. And I will see you guys in another video someday. And yeah, so like the video and stuff. I think if I had more likes and comments, I'd be more likely to like be engaged in making these videos. But I know people like them, because people do occasionally tell me like, oh, I like your videos. But then I feel like no one's ever like talking to me or communicating like through the videos, and it's like, so then I feel like it doesn't matter. Like, if, as long as I'm losing weight, then it's fine. But it's like, if I really am encouraging you guys, or if my videos do help motivate you or hold you accountable, then please let me know, because if they do, I will be more likely, and I will try harder to make videos more consistently. If I feel like, okay, they're occasionally fun to watch, but like, it doesn't really matter, then I am just kind of doing it for my own like documenting sake, and then I can just do it whenever I feel like it. But if they do matter to you, please tell me, because I will try and make more. So there's that. But otherwise, I will see you guys again in a couple of months, and I will let you know how that is. And I think I should just say goodbye now, so I don't continue to ramble forever. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.